super interesting because in the technology space for many SaaS products, so let's just call them, let's say Slack, Figma, GitHub, a very viable strategy is to go in with the end user that may not be the CIO of the company that makes those decisions, but get early adoption and a lot of usage and a lot of internal evangelism from a small user base. And then the next thing you know, 6 months later, you have 500 licenses on Slack. So it is very much that grassroots bottom up adoption that can work. And what I'm hearing is, there's a whole lot of risk for someone. There's no risk to start using Slack for a project and decide you like or don't like it. But within a health system, when you're talking about people's lives and a bunch of different roles and investments in the company, probably there's a big blast radius. Now, one of my observations is that, um, there's this graveyard of companies that did create medical devices or wearables, and at the end of the day, they're gone because no one would ever actually use those devices. So, what we've spoken to many entrepreneurs who are kind of flipping that grassroots adoption model, which is, hey, let's get the consumer to adopt the device, adopt the program, maybe they're a caregiver, and they're going to drive the demand at the end of the day back towards the health systems, who probably still will be a big part of the business model. Yeah, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that, of
Yeah,
these different styles of, yeah, go ahead.
some people, go to consumer market, but there is another side of this coin, and that is you have to invest a lot in consumer market. And if we're talking about medical device, you have to train people. Even to measure blood pressure, they have to be trained. And who buy blood pressure? People who are not technically savvy. They're elderly people, and you have to train. So what kind of team you have to keep to train each person separately? You can't. So consumer market for medical device is very complicated. It requires a lot of money. Did you pay attention that how much money any company consumer market raised? Take over, take other companies. Without
Hmm.
money, I cannot do anything, and create demand from this market. It's almost impossible. So it's like
Right.
lottery. So probability
Hmm.
is less